So you've decided to run Chungus %. Well, good for you. I am here to make a short beginner tutorial for that. I recommend watching it at double speed because it's probably better that way. However, I need to... Alright, so I'm not going to be going over like the basics of the game, such as like double inputs and movement optimizations, since I'm not good at movement optimizations myself, and you probably know about double inputs, but just in case you don't, basically putting two inputs forward, left, right, and backwards allows you to reach your maximum speed with Harry quicker. So let's start with the basics. How do we set up Chungus %? The first way is, and you have to access your User.ini file. Copy the command in the two commands in the description and paste them as two hotkeys. Well, there's actually 3 commands in there, 1 for Chungus and 2 for debug mode. But if you want to use debug mode to activate it, what you can do is like activate debug mode, use the console, and then simply type set Harry fatness and then a number like 1000, for example. And that way Harry can get into Chungus mode, and immediately after turn off debug mode with the hotkey that you have set up. So yeah, I have 2 hotkeys for that, and I also have a hotkey that turns Harry into Chungus as well. According to the rules, you have to turn Harry into Chungus before you skip the first cutscene. So this cutscene, you press the Chungus hotkey, and then you skip the cutscene, and the timer starts on the first loading screen, like any other category. Now from here, it's pretty much normal. You're gonna wanna hold double inputs here, jump through this, pretty normal stuff. Now, it's a good time to mention that you're not allowed to cast any spells in this category. So, the way Chungus works is, he jumps, he activates stuff. So, we're gonna have to activate this gargoyle without jumping, and the way we're gonna do that is you can get a medium ledge grab here and boost 2 times, and then do this, or you can get 2 small ledge grabs and activate them like this, you know, or alternatively you can also get a small ledge grab boost and activate them like this. Those are the 3 methods. We skip this cutscene, we continue forward. Now for this part, what you can do is like, you can do the normal boost right up here with like 3 or 4 boosts, and then you go to the cutscene trigger, or alternatively what you can do is you can look what Chungus does here. You can bring this thing both forwards and backwards, the luggage. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go forward, jump kind of from the side, because you don't want to have your head stuck here. So be sure to exit this door from this side right here, so that you prevent this from happening. So after jumping from the side, try to quickly turn and then ledge grab onto it, kind of like this. Well, not like this, that's a small ledge grab, you want a medium one. And not like this. Kind of like this, pause immediately, reload and just boost 3 or 4 times. 3 times is safe because it's no damage, 4 times takes a little bit damage, but gets you a little bit farther. 1, 2, 3. Be sure to hold either left or double left coming out of that, and then you're just gonna walk through the cutscene trigger, the end level trigger right here. Alright, so this part, this is arguably the hardest trick in the entire run. This boost right here. So coming out of this cutscene, you want to be holding double forward and left, so kind of like this, and this will this will spawn Harry in this position right here. From here, you want to turn, you want to backwalk, and you want to get a small ledge grab here. Now we can't do that by walking into it. We can, however, get that by either falling into it or jumping into it. So kind of like this. Let me try to get it. And apparently I'm really bad. Holy crap. There we go. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get the ledge grab. Let me get the ledge grab. Pause immediately. And then the way I do it is I bring the brightness slider all the way up to the left or all the way up to the right. I prefer it to the left. And then you're going to reload and you're going to boost 4 or 5 times, but don't boost more than that because you will miss the thing. And after boosting, you're going to immediately unpause and hold double right, excuse me. So it's going to look like this. And if done perfectly, it's gonna clip you up here. If not, you're gonna be kind of up here and you're gonna have to hold double right into the thing. And from here, you're gonna, alright, so let me quick save here. You're gonna wanna jump from the last frame possible, kind of like from here. And Chungus Harry is a little bit weird. His proportions are not the same as regular Harry's. So you can actually stand out quite a lot further than you might think. As you can see, it took quite a bit of time to fall from there. So you can, as you can see, stand kind of like at the middle of Harry's foot. So what you're gonna want to do is try to jump at the last frame possible, and this jump is actually tricky. If you jump too early, this will happen. And you don't want that result. You want this. So yeah, both of it together is gonna look something like this. Oh, okay. If you get this, just go back down and retry it. Right, there we go. So yeah, both of it together looks something like this. From here, jump down here. Jump over this, and then I like to aim for kind of like that tree that's clipping up, and then you're gonna go through the trees and try to land on this rock right here because you will take no fall damage. That's what I do. It's probably a little faster to jump forward, but I like saving some health here. Alright, so in the forest, we're gonna jump into the gargoyle. Jump forward once and jump forward a second time to jump on the Spongify, and that's really simple stuff. Now here, so this thing is actually quite annoying. However, you can actually destroy it from quite far away. Not really sure why, but look how far away I am, and it's already killing all the venomous tentacula. So what you're gonna want to do, ideally, is kind of something like this. Not like this. Jump. No, not like that. So you wanna... Yeah, okay. I almost did it right there. And that was bad. Yeah, this is what you want to do. So you want to jump twice, once to get rid of this head and once to stun the entire thing over there. So the way I do it is I kind of try to jump a little bit before this bush, so kind of like this. 1, 2. So that's my visual cue, either at the bush or a little bit before it, kind of like this. And you're going to be stunning the thing without taking any damage. Another thing that can happen is it can rotate to the other side. It's fine if that happens, just try to hug the wall a little bit and it's not going to be able to hurt you. So, kind of like this. Alright, so from here, there's this bridge. So this is the exact same as the any percent in glitches tutorial. You're gonna want to jump from there to here, though it's a little bit harder because this time it's actually timed by Chungus's, well, you know, destruction of vines. So the way I like to do it is kind of from here, jump over there, jump up here. You're gonna have to be really quick though, because if you're too slow, if you're too slow, this will happen. And you will fall, and you pick up a mushroom, and you curse at the game. And you don't want to do that. So, I like aiming for it, and single input actually works really well here. After you jump, single input right, and then jump onto the bridge. Kind of like this. And for some reason, you can stand pretty far away here, as you can see as well. So, yeah, make sure to practice this part because it actually does save quite a bit of time. It's annoying to get the ledge grabs here, so you want to avoid them. Then, now, the way I do this part is, I kind of try to YOLO it, which isn't really optimal. Oh, and I'm bad. I am really bad, apparently. Okay. So the way I do this part is I jump once, I jump a second time, and then kind of try to... You saw me like... I was at a ledge there, and I tried to fall down so that the ledge fall gets rid of like the second one. Or you can like jump a third time like this. It really doesn't matter as long as you like don't hit the things. And from here, if you time it well, these pixies will be right next to you. So just drop down here, jump on the Spongify, jump on the thing, and then normal any percent strats here. Jump once, jump a second time. Make sure to hold cutscene skip because you actually are going to be killing all of the spiders here by accident. So you're gonna boost up here, unescape, and hold cutscene skip like this. Okay. Now, this boost is the same as the any percent boost. You're just gonna kind of like at this swirl, like here, or like the curl, I don't know what to call it. You're gonna want to jump, get a medium ledge grab here, not a long ledge grab, and okay. Bad, and let me actually turn debug mode here. That's interesting. Okay, so you're gonna want to get a medium ledge grab here, like this, and then there's two ways that I've seen that people do this. One is just kinda boost once or twice and get up here. I boosted a little bit too much, and then just kinda walk down here, and then kinda continue with the level. Or the way I do it is I kind of try to boost like a madman and boost all the way up. Kind of like this. And then I cast. And if done ideally, I'm gonna end up either up there or up here. Really doesn't matter as long as it happens. So it has to be a medium ledge grab, though it's not gonna work with a small or a big one. Okay. So, up next, just hug this wall and you're going to kill the spiders. Here, I like to kill these guys. You don't have to, but it only takes 2 jumps to do it most of the time. It is RNG where they spawn, unfortunately. Here you just jump onto the thing, reload, wait a second, and then boost 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you're up here. Now, here... Be careful not to pick up any mushrooms here, because Chungus actually takes a while to pick up the mushrooms, kind of like this, and it's annoying. Alright, so for this thing you have to be really careful because... okay, run invalid, let me reload. Don't cast on it, first of all, be careful with that. So when you jump down, and if you try to jump up here, it actually worked this time, but essentially what you can accidentally do... Huh. Not sure why it's not happening now. Interesting. That's actually interesting. Huh. Alright, so you need to be careful with this tree, because most of the time you can bring it back up accidentally. Ah, like this. Yeah. So, I don't know why it wasn't working there. And when that happens, like, it starts doing really janky shit. So the way I do it is I jump once here, I go from the side, and I try to jump kind of like from here, from this black line. And I cast, steer myself in, and then spam jump once you get close to the bottom. Don't spam jump any earlier because you'll fall down. Alright, so Aragog. Aragog actually has a really interesting strat that Ryan found out, and I did a little bit of optimizing myself to ensure that I personally get a 1 cycle Aragog every time. Literally, I'm not joking. A 1 cycle Aragog every time. Without him even damaging me or resetting or kind of like not showing his soft spot. So I'm gonna show you how to do that here. So first and foremost, when you skip this cutscene, hold double right, and I'll show you why in a second. Right, let me actually reload there. Right. So holding double right destroys this web right here. From there, you just jump cast, make sure to take out all of them. Kind of try to find out the earliest point where they get destroyed at. And try not to bump into any spiders because they waste time. Now, after destroying the final one, you're going to end up at this hole and stand next to these mushrooms and go all the way back, like as far back as you can. He's gonna shoot at you. Let me actually save here. Hug the mushrooms. He's going to charge. When his body reaches that point, go all the way to the left and do this. I'm quickly gonna show you how it's done before explaining it in detail, and I actually did it wrong there. Alright, so when he charges, wait for him. You can actually jump a lot later than you think here. So wait for basically his entire body to be off the web almost. And kind of try to jump at the left side over here. Kind of like aiming for over there. So hug the mushrooms and go for that side. Important thing though, press double forward, jump cast in the air, and don't do it any earlier than what I'm about to show you. If you do it properly, you're going to end up underneath him. Now when that happens, jump twice and tap a single input back. You don't want to be under Aragog. I can't stress this enough. If you're under Aragog, he's going to reset his position eventually back to the web. You want to be in front of him, and you want to move as little as possible. So the way I do it is I figured out a rhythm of jumps that I do. I kind of try to do 3 jumps, and on the 4th jump, I tap forward twice, and then Harry turns around with Aragog, and then I repeat the pattern. So what that looks like is something like this. 1, 2. We're gonna forward. 1, 2. Forward. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now make sure. Alright, so the moment we go forward is when he shows his weak spot. When he shows his weak spot, make sure to forward jump because you don't want to miss it. If you miss it, you're skipping a cycle of his attacks and the fight is going to take a little bit longer. So this is the quote-unquote one cycle Aragog fast. So again, I try to count my jumps because it helps me remember my inputs a little bit. The only input you want to be holding the entire time is literally forward, and you don't want to be holding it. You want to be tapping it once or twice once he shows his weak spot. If you go too far back, he's going to bite you and kill you, like he did to me earlier. So be very careful with that. That can happen. And if you go too far underneath him, however, he can reset his position and go back to the web, and you might as well reset your run at that point. So what it looks like is kind of like, I'm sorry if I'm not explaining it properly, but it's actually not that difficult once you put it in practice. Just experiment around a bit. So it looks something like this. All right, so hug the mushrooms, go all the way back. He charges. I wait. I jump here. I end up underneath him. One. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. He shows his weak spot, and I tap forward. He shows his weak spot again. I tap forward, and I don't move. I tap forward. That's how you do fast Aragog. So again, jump to the left, go behind him, and if you jump too early, this will happen. If this happens, the backup for this is just literally do it again. So like kind of wait for him, and then do it again here, and you're under him now. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ended up underneath him here, so I go a little bit back. You want to be in front of his face. You never want to be under his butthole, ever. Alright, and that's how you do one Psycho Aragog. One last time. He charges, hugging the mushrooms. Go to the left. 1, 2, 3. And that was bad. If you want to one cycle him properly, you have to time the jump correctly. Like this. 2, 3, 4. 1. Forward after he shows his weak spot. Forward after he shows his weak spot. Forward after he shows his weak spot. Stand still. Forward after he shows his weak spot. If you end up behind him, jump back once or twice. And until he shows his weak spot, stay still. Just jump in one place. Alright, this is what happens if you jump early. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. If you're too far away from him, don't be afraid to get any closer. You're not going to take damage if you're close to him. His attacks are ranged. They are not melee. And that's how you do fast Aragog. If you don't want to do that, however, if you're bad at it and can't time it properly, or if you just want to do like a normal run, there are 2 other ways to do this. There is a slower method and an even slower method. The slower method is just timing the jump so you always end up underneath him, which is what I used to do. So kind of like this. And just kind of stay underneath him and go like up and down and stuff. And he's gonna go back. If you don't want to go underneath him at all because you're scared or something, just wait for him to charge and jump a little early, like this. And I actually timed it well there. God damn it. Alright, so let's try to time it badly. Early jump. Damn it, I timed it well again. Alright, so jump a little bit earlier, so before his body hits the web. So kind of like this, yeah. Perfect. That's the early jump, and it works just fine. And once you do that 6 or 7 times, he's gonna die. But one last show of the one cycle Aragog. To the left. Underneath him. Stay still. Shows his weak spot. Go forward. Try not to go too much backward. I only use single inputs here. I imagine up and down are the only 2 keys that I have, as well as jump and cast. And that's fast Aragog for you. Alright, so continuing forward, hold double forward after you're out of this cutscene. Either turn here or hold double right, it doesn't matter. Spam jump and hold left to end up here, and then jump down and drop down and jump on the Spongify. From here it's pretty normal. You're gonna be going all the way through to the Chamber of Secrets. Alright. You go in here. You just jump across here. Alright, so you trigger the Spongify, then you walk into it because it's faster than jumping into it. And Scourge Snipe is over there. Just do a jump here. And then just hold double forward and you catch the entire cycle. You'll be fine, don't worry about it. Right, so here. There are 2 good ways of doing this part. The first is doing it like the normal any % route, which is like jump here, go over here, wait for it to drop, get a medium ledge grab here, and boost up into this ledge, so kind of like this. And the other method is the so-called Addy jump, named after critic Owl, who I think discovered it. So what Addy jump is this will be dropping, and if you jump again, you can bring it up. And then you can bring it back down again. And then you can bring it back up. Because Chungus is weird. So drop it down, and then jump on top of it. And we're gonna wanna jump off the platform up here. And the only 2 inputs we really need are single back and single left. That's the ones I use, and then we kind of like jump in there and kind of try to adjust ourselves, and it looks something like this. There we go. Again, this looks harder than it is, but you just do 2 hops. 1. Yeah, if you jump too slowly, that will happen. So like 1. Alright, make sure to actually be holding the right inputs. 1, 2, and you're up here. It's really not that bad. It's a relatively free trick. And when done perfectly, you end up here. You can choose which method you want to use. The safer method is the one with the boost. This one is a little bit faster though. Right here, you can just drop down to get this web. And then Chamber 1 has an interesting Chungus strategy. So first off, let's get this boost. Get a medium ledge grab here on the corner. You can walk into it or jump into it, however you want. Then just kind of boost. You get up here. Now, normally you'd want to snipe that thing and jump from here down there. Though since we can't really make that jump or cast, what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to jump here to activate this secret, which is a flipendo, and then we want to drop on the secret bridge. And let me actually get rid of the crab because he can be quite annoying here while I demonstrate this. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is get a medium ledge grab over here. So kind of line yourself up here and just walk into it, not into a small one portal, but into a medium like this. Pause immediately, then reload, wait half a second, and then start mashing like a fucking madman. So kind of like this. If done perfectly, you either end up here or up here on a wall walk, or like on this ledge. And from here, just drop down and go. Now what can go wrong is you either underboost or you don't get, or you go either too far or too close to the ledge. I kind of try to aim at this line over there. It seems to kind of like work consistently for me, but if you underboost, it's gonna look like this. And of course I get it now. But if you boost too early, this will happen, and you're gonna fall and die. So make sure to like wait half a second, just to be pause immediately, wait half a second, and then start mashing like crazy. And yeah, I waited a little too long. You can get stuck up there if you start boosting too early, so be careful. Alright. Then drop down here, and that's this level done. Now from here, jump once to get rid of those two crabs. And then don't jump here at all. Just kind of go for a long ledge grab here. Or alternatively, what you could do is... Wait. Go back down there. Alternatively, what you could do is kind of jump and get a medium ledge grab here and boost. And I screwed it up. Let me actually reload this level. Alright, so you can get a medium ledge grab like this. So jump, get rid of those two. Jump into a medium ledge grab and then boost. And you'll be up here. Or do the long ledge grab that I showed earlier. From here, jump in the middle of this to activate the flipendo, kill the pixie, and activate the Spongify at the same time. Talk about multitasking, and then jump on it. Now from here, you can actually get both of the ropes down there by jumping on the middle of the platform. So what I like to do is I like to jump from kind of like here, so that I can land perfectly in the middle, which is fun. It saves a couple of seconds from jumping again. Alright, so here. You just do this part normally, as you would in any percent run. You jump into the wall here, and you have an invisible ledge. From here you can either do a boost here, or wait for the bridge to get up, or get a ledge grab. It's really up to you whether or not you want to play this safe or not. At this point you want to drop down as early as possible, so kind of jump. Alright, and here you don't really need to jump, you can just walk, and Chungus will get rid of those things. Here you can jump cast, and here you can either jump here or just walk again. It's really up to you, and walking Chungus gets rid of it anyway. Now, if you're good at fighting the Basilisk without a potion, you don't have to get one, but if you want to get a potion, this is the best place to get the ingredients from, so just jump into them and they'll both end up in your inventory, which is Pog. Now from here, let me actually save state here. There's a really annoying thing that can happen, which is this. Wait, no, not that. It's this, which cuts down the rope. So to avoid this from happening, wait for the door for a second and then go, and then jump up here. After that, you're gonna want to get a small ledge grab on the ledge. Try to jump like as soon as like a little bit after the platform starts heading forward. Then reload and mash like a madman, and you end up here. If you don't want to do that, you can just wait for the platform to destroy the wall once or twice. So once again, if you accidentally do destroy the rope, just wait for it. It's honestly not that much slower. You lose a couple of seconds though. So yeah, that's what you do if you don't want to do that boost. If you do want to do that boost, just kinda wait for the door, jump up here, jump, reload, boost, and you end up here. Tap S twice and then hold double forward and you will be down here now. Alright, so here it's pretty much self-explanatory. Let me actually split. You make a potion, or you don't, depending on how good you are at Snake. And then, I like to not take damage there, you can if you want to. And then you fight the Snake. I like pause casting here. It's extremely helpful because you can stun lock the Snake like this, kinda. And that's really funny to do always. I'm really bad at the second phase of the Snake, so I kinda try to pause cast again. What you can do is, like, if you take damage immediately, you can recast the spell and kinda use that to your advantage to kill the Snake, but I don't really do that as I find it risky. Ideally, you want to 2-cycle or 3-cycle the Snake. But yeah, we're going to 4-cycle her here, as it's what I do most of the time. You can still get a sub 10 minutes with even a 5-cycle Snake, which is Pog. And kill the Snake in the second vent, because it's the only one you can kill the Snake in. Like this. And then for the final split, skip the cutscenes, jump up here, jump down here, and as soon as you enter, that's time. So yeah, that's Chungus%. If you have any questions, bring them up in the comments. It's a really fun category. I really hope people are interested to run this. Because the leaderboard definitely needs more people. It's a lot of fun to jump around. It's a surprisingly challenging run for those who seek a challenge, because you're not allowed to cast spells. There are some pretty difficult tricks in it. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.